Okay, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kudash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutation you Akim out there that puts this word in truth and in sincerity. It's another lesson. You know, Abba Ratazai, this lesson will be edifying to the hopeful elect, to you men out there that's seeking this truth and sincerity. You know, we're going to get into the Lord's wrath, man, upon Israel. We're approaching that time. See, things are starting to change in America for the worse. Look what's going on around the world. Look what's going on in Europe. Europe is in the uproar. Europe is, right now, most of them countries do not allow fluoride in their water. So therefore, they are bucking up against the establishment, against these mandates that government is pushing, you know? And basically, they up there rioting and looting, and there's uproars of the people pursuant to 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, the 1st verse on down, man. You know, and we've been telling you that, man. We are the prophets, the elders, and the apostles. First and foremost, the apostles, then the prophets and the elders and the men of Great Millstone and other camps been warning y'all and telling y'all, because that's our duty as prophets. So without further ado, we're going to get into these scriptures. You can get the first scripture.
Khan, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Son of the earth, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Now we out there in Howard's in the Bible, we started from the Apostle Tahar, Apostle Kabal, Apostle Bakar, Apostle Ramla, all down to the elders, man. And the prophets, we out there warning you of the forthcoming danger, man. Whether you were here, well, we're going to get into it again, bro. We out there warning you, yeah, bro.
Therefore, hear the word. Hear the word. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
Therefore, hear the words at my mouth, which is the Lord's words, and give them warning from me. These scriptures, man, we giving you warning from the Most High. We read it from the scriptures. We telling you what's coming down the pike, man. We telling you that it's death and destruction, famine, pain and anguish is coming down the pike, man. We telling you, man, what's going to come down. We telling you what's in the future of America. And the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, as part of the 2/3 club, what's coming for you is death and pain. Yeah, bro.
Verse 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
The wicked of Israel, because the wicked is Esau, the so-called white man, but soon to prove that was Malachi the 1st chapter, the 4th verse, and Job 9:24. So we know that there's wicked men around, wicked men amongst our people. You know what I'm saying? So he said, when I say to the wicked, thou shalt surely die. Let's talk about 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, bro.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
And that's what we out there in Howard's in the Bible. It's telling you, stop being homosexual, stop being gay niggas. Do not commit adultery, which Jake loved to do, man. Jake pride themselves on sleeping with another man's wife. They put it in their rap videos, they put it in their music, you know, they promote that, man. That's what they do. They pride themselves on committing all kind of manner of wickedness, man. Whether they gang banging, drug dealing, doing what the hell they, choose to do, man. We tell you not to do it, man. So, y'all don't take heed to what we saying. Y'all can't say you never ran across a video on YouTube. So, your blood is off our hands, man. Your blood is off our hands, and guess what? Your blood's gonna be upon your own head, man. Simple and plain, yeah, bro.
God. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
Hey, we do. That's what we out there in Howard's in the Bible, so we can deliver our soul, man. Because we don't want to get caught up in that madness, man. That's what we tell you, man. These things is coming down, man. To change your ways, get right with the Most High. But only the elect is going to hear this word and come back and be healed, man. The rest is going to do what they got to do, because that's their lot to be destroyed, man. Yeah, bro.
Again, when a righteous man doeth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die, because thou hast not given warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
That's the man that came in this truth and fell out and did wickedness and fell out. But that's the thing in that. You can get the next scripture, bro. You know, because that's going into men that was in this truth that they have turned their righteousness into wickedness. They started doing all kind of manner of wickedness, bro. And there's plenty of examples of that, but I ain't gonna get into that. But that's not what this video is about, yeah, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 11 verse 11. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
And what's that evil that the Most High is going to bring upon you Negroes and Spanish native Americans, man? The sword, which is on the left-hand side of Mrs. Esau, which is Jacob's trouble, pursuant to 2nd Ezra, the 15th and the 16th chapter, pursuant to Daniel 12 and 1, pursuant to Jeremiah 30 and 7. That's what the Most High is going to bring upon you, man. And when you cry out to him, he's not going to hear you, man. Because when you had liberty to learn of the Most High and learn of this truth, you forsake the ways of the Most High to indulge yourself in wickedness, man. And that's why when you cry out to the Lord, asking for mercy, begging for mercy, the Most High is not going to hear you. Yeah, bro.
Come. Verse.
No. If that was it, let's go to the next verse. What the next verse say?
The cities of Judah.
No. Just go to the next verse.
This is book of 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
And part of them great miseries, man. Today, the 31st of July, the moratorium of people not having to pay rent, it expires today. And I doubt if they're gonna extend it. I was gonna see what the hell this lady's gonna do. I thought they're going to extend it to another 2 or 3 months, because they extended it from when they first expired in May to July 31st. No, March. It expired. So they extended it to March, let's say, July 31st. So I doubt very much if they're going to do that again, because they want chaos, man. They want chaos. And this is the beginning of Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is vastly approaching, man. Yeah, bro. I got to be mindful of that big-ass power over there, so...
For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
For many great miseries, it's going to begin to be done to them that dwell in this world, because they have walked in great pride. And a part of them great miseries, like I said before, they filled it up. Like I said before, is famine, death, destruction, pestilence, teeth of wild beasts. These are the things that's going to before you Negroes and Spanish native Americans, man. That's a part of the great miseries, man. Not being able to feed your children, get kicked out of your houses. Because a lot of you people was not paying your rent. So therefore now, y'all was going with that moratorium thing, and now it expired today. Today's the last day of it. So now what you going to do when the marshals come knock on your door, man? Telling you, giving you a eviction notice, man. You got a certain amount of days to get out.
Or they come and evict you.
Or coming to evict you, or now they're going to give you order to show cause first. They're going to send you a paper to show cause, you know what I'm saying? Of why are you, to give you time to pay. If you got the money to pay, they're not going to evict you. Now, when you go to court, you get your court date, and you don't got no money to pay them, guess what? Within 7 days, they're going to kick your ass out on the street right along with your property. And lock the door, put a big-ass bolt out on the door, or they're just going to kick you out, come knock on your door, tell you got to leave the premises and put a big-ass bolt lock on the door. You can't come back until you pay your rent. All your possessions is going to be down the drain, man. Whatever you have, man, you can't go back and get it unless you get a court order. You can go get it. Other than that, you done. Yeah, bro. That's the truth, bro.
But understand thou for thyself and seek out glory for such as be like thee.
And understand all these things that's about to transpire for thyself, man. Seek out the glory as such as be unto thee. Like other men that's like-minded, man. Other men that's in this truth, that's seeking the glory of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, seeking the wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. That was it on that, bro. But that's what we doing, man. We out here seeking the glory. We seeking men that's of like mind.
This is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Because right now, Jake is in his prosperity, man. They're getting these PPL loans. They everything is going back to normal. They doing this, they doing that move, they're making this move, they're making that move. So everything is like, to them, everything is going back normal. They don't watch the news, because a lot of Jakes say that, watching the news is depressing, so they don't really watch the news. They only watch the news for sports and weather, and local news, what's going on in the hood. And that's what they do. And I've heard plenty of Jakes say that, man. So now, they in total darkness about what's going on around the world, man. you try to tell them something about what's going on in Europe, they ain't concerned. That don't concern me. That's over there on the other side of the earth. But what's done in Europe, it trickles down to America. So America's a part of that system, man. They're all intertwined with each other, but they don't understand it. That's why when the missionaries come, they're gonna come hardcore. Now, they in their prosperity. Read it from the top again.
In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
In the day of prosperity, there's a forgiveness of affliction. I remember when Donald Trump closed the government down, people was in dire straits. They couldn't pay their rent. They couldn't put food on the table, because the federal government was locked down. And they was praying to Donald Trump and begging Donald Trump to open the government back up. Because that was a light affliction, man. So they forgot all that prosperity that they was receiving while the government was open. But now on a larger scale, that's talking about everybody, these football players, these people in the sports world, people in the boxing world, people in the industry, the rap industry, the music, in Hollywood. They're gonna forget all the goodies and all the time they had that was luxurious and beautiful to them. Because they're gonna be not prosperous, because they're not in the prosperity no more. Read, bro?
And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity.
Because they're gonna be afflicted, and they're not gonna be thinking about the good old times, man. They're gonna worry about how they're gonna be able to save their neck now, because right now things is dying. So shit is only gonna get worse, man. We've been telling you these things, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, we've been telling you that things are only gonna get worse, man. It's not gonna go back to normal, man. It's not gonna go back to normal. You see these mandates that Bill de Blasio, Mario Cuomo, and not Mario Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo. Mario Cuomo's his father. Andrew Cuomo and dementia Joe Biden is putting up there, man. Whereas all city workers are mandated to take that stab and jab. And then you had this press conference with Joe Biden saying that all federal workers are mandated to take that. Soon as it's gonna trickle down to the regular people, man, with bullshit jobs. So this is only gonna get worse, man. It's getting worse, man. So all the prosperity that you think you enjoy now, it's gonna be forgetfulness of that prosperity. Yeah, bro.
This is what Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 14.
Okay.
Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness.
That's right.
He said the Lord power.
Because Noah, he was a righteous man, and he was delivered during the time of the flood. Him and his sons and their wives, 8 souls in total. Though Noah, who else it says?
Noah, Daniel, and Job.
Daniel and Job were in this land that they call America, which is spiritually Babylon. Yet they were warned the people. Yet they would deliver their own souls, man. Because they're not going to save anybody but themselves, man. Because we be out there warning you. So that's the same mentality we have, man. We out there telling you what's coming down the pipe. So when things hit the fan, I'm not going to be trying to break my neck to save none of these women, or break my neck to try to help one of the 2/3 of you niggas out there. I'm only gonna be I'm thinking about saving my own hide, man. Yeah, bro.
If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. Because all these, we just passed the Bronx Zoo. I'm saying, we actually did pass the Bronx Zoo, getting on the Bronx River, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? All them animals that's in the Bronx Zoo, even gators, crocodiles, them leopards, them cheetahs, them lions, them bears, them elephants, them hyenas, them jackals. A jackal's a goddamn wild dog, man. What you think they're gonna do? And the spirit of the Most High is gonna be upon them beasts to do what they're gonna do. Yeah, bro.
If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land and they spoil it, so that it shall be desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beast. Though those 3 men were in it, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, they only shall be delivered.
They should only deliver their own souls, man, from that destruction that's coming from them teeth of them wild beasts, man, and from the trampling of them elephants, man. Because if any brother saw that movie, Gangs of New York, with Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever his name is, when there was rioting, you seen the zoo animals running the streets as well, man. And that was in the 1800s. That was when they was riding against the Civil War. You know, they didn't want to go to the war. They had to pay $300 to get out of being drafted. But anyway, yeah, bro.
Can. But the land shall be desolate. Or if I bring a sword upon that land.
Someone, yeah, keep it slack.
Or if I bring a sword upon that land and say, sword, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it. Though those 3 men were in it, as I live, said the Lord power, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters,
but their own souls.
But they only shall be delivered. But only shall be delivered themselves.
Now, when the Lord say He's gonna bring, if He bring a sword, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 21st chapter, the 9th verse down to the 12th verse, man, that sword is being sharpened right now as we speak. As this video is you know, up and as we doing this video, you know, death and destruction and carnage is going to be laid out on a large scale, and we've been telling you these things. So when it happen, if we're part of the elect, the Most High is going to, we do this to deliver our souls, man. The Most High is going to have a hedge around us, but we ain't gonna be worried about nobody else. I ain't gonna be trying to help nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude could be slated for destruction and bring demons along with me. You know what I'm saying? Along with him. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm around him, I get caught up in his madness. So I'm looking to save my own soul, man. Like this brother looking to save his own soul, man. You know? So yeah, bro.
Can. Or if I send a pestilence into the land.
A pestilence, it's like a pestilence is a sore disease, man. Such as E. coli, Ebola, Crown Vic Royale, you know, let's see, Crown Vic Royale, or any other pestilence that Esau is bringing forth, you know? Yeah, bro.
Or if I send a pestilence into that land and pour out my fury upon it.
What's the Lord's fury, man? The Lord's fury. The Lord's fury will be them pestilence. Will be that pestilence, man. Whatever kind of pestilence it is, man. Whether it's a pestilence of cancer, AIDS, all that was, even though it was created by Esau and them lads, that was the Most High's fury, man. It's those that got them diseases, man. That was the judgment of the Most High coming upon them. You know? Yeah, bro.
Or if I send a pestilence into that land and pour out my fury upon it in blood to cut off from it man and beast. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter, but they shall not deliver their own souls by their righteousness.
They will deliver their own souls by their righteousness, man. By doing that which is right in the eyes of the Most High, man. You know? Obeying the laws, statutes, commandments. You know, doing that which is right, man. Following the high holy days, you know. Going out there and doing what the Most High compelled them to do. Yeah, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 1. Thus said the Lord, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people.
First, the Most High said, in Ezekiel, the 14th chapter, the 14th verse on down to the 20th verse, if Noah, Daniel, and who was he saying? It was Noah, Daniel, and
Moses and Samuel. Oh, Noah, Daniel, and Job.
Noah, Daniel, and Job. Now he's saying, though Samuel, read it again, Baba Kishore.
Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward his people.
We know that Moses represents the law and Samuel represents the prophets. You know what I'm saying? His mind could not be toward these people. So these are all righteous men, and Most High is bringing an example of if they was in the America, in the land of Babylon, they were only delivered but themselves, man. Yeah, bro.
And yet my mind could not be toward these people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
And that's what happened, man. During the time of 70 AD, we got cast out of the Most High's sight. Out of the sight of the Most High, being cast out of the land of Israel, man. Being cast out of the land of Jerusalem, being cast out and being scattered abroad, man. And what happened when we got scattered abroad? Yeah, bro.
Come. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus said the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine.
And that's what the Most High told, man. When they said, where shall we go, man? And the Most High told Jeremiah to tell him, such as for the sword that's slated to be slain by the sword to the sword, such as for, read it again from the top of the book,
Then said,
nah, not that.
okay, and it shall come to pass if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
After we got scattered from during the time of 70 AD, during the time of the Flavian dynasty, where we got scattered up the four corners of the earth.
Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword.
Such as for death to death, or such as for the sword was to the sword, man. Because you had, the Most High had, certain men that were scattered, their judgment was the sword, to get put to death by teeth of wild beasts, to get put to death by famine. Yeah, bro, bring it up.
Such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity.
And because those that were slated, because a lot of Jakes got snatched up by the Roman Empire and got put into slavery, man, which is captivity. A lot of Jakes died from famine during that time, man. So it's only going to get worse, man. So right now, 70 AD is going to be a cakewalk. During the time of Jacob's trouble, man. 70 AD shall be a cakewalk, man. And we're approaching Jacob's trouble. Whether you want to hear, whether you want to forbear, we are approaching Jacob's trouble. You got more?
And such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord.
And the Most High doing this. This is the Most High doing this. He's using Esau on the left-hand side. See, the Most High, he deals with both sides. He controls both sides. So whatever wrath Esau is going to come down when you Negroes and Spanish Native America, that's going to be the Most High's wrath, man. And during the time of the Most High's wrath, he's going to have mercy upon his men. He's going to have mercy upon his men that was doing the work, doing that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. Yeah, bro.
And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord. The sword to slay. The
sword to slay, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 24th chapter, the 9th verse on down to the 12th verse. Yeah.
The sword to slay and the dogs to tear.
Pursuant to the teeth of wild beasts, there will be spirits created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, punishing the wicked to destruction. Yeah, bro. Roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Yeah, bro.
And the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
And the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. These are all spirits of vengeance, man. Who's vengeance? The Most High. Who put the spirit on these animals to make them do these things? The Most High, man. Who gonna put the spirit on Esau to come down having great wrath pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12? The Most High. Dealing with Esau on the left-hand side. Yeah, there's more?
That was it.
Hey, so, hey, man. We're gonna close it out. And, just keep your eyes open and see and just be circumspect. Look what's going on around you, man. But the 2/3, regardless of what we say, how many videos they run, of course, they're going to fan their hand, they're going to scoff, and they're going to scorn. But most of the people is waking up. They see what's happening, man. And most people are waking up, but it may be too late. Only the Lord knows, man. So with that, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Wakak Wadash, and once again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.